Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Light the Way to Mental Wellness. I am so glad you're here joining us this month because we're going to be reflecting on this past year. Don't turn me off just yet. You'll want to join me for this journey. First, let's gather a notebook, something that you could write on, whether you're using your computer, your cell phone, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Feel free to pause while you're watching to answer the reflections that I gave you. All right, let's start. Whether it's been a year of triumph or challenges for you, or a mix of both, taking time to pause and reflect and look forward can help us end the year with gratitude and set the stage for personal growth in the new year. Reflections, it's not just about looking back, it's about understanding where you've been and moving forward with intention. It's easy to focus on the negatives. Our brains kind of stick to that a little bit more and we remember the negative things when things don't go as planned. But reflections help us find the hidden lessons, celebrate growth, and let go of what no longer serves us. Today, I'll guide you through some simple yet powerful prompts to help you process your year and step confidently into the next. Take a moment to think about this past year. Let's celebrate our wins. What are 3 accomplishments, big or small, that you're proud of this year? Again, feel free to pause, write things down. Wins aren't just about big milestones. Maybe you started a new habit, reconnected with somebody, or simply showed resiliency through hard times. All right, the next one, acknowledge the challenges. What are some of the most challenging moments for you this year? And how did you grow through them? Think about that. It's okay if this feels heavy. It's been a rough year for some. The goal is to recognize how far you've come. Even in difficult circumstances, we can grow. Step 3. It seems like I'm going fast, but I want you to pause if you can. Gratitude inventory. What are 5 things that you are grateful for from this year? Don't be like, think specific. Think of stuff that are more specific, that resonate more with the year that you've had. So moments that you connected with people, conflict that was resolved and it was very meaningful to you, things that you've learned. We could be grateful for those challenging times that helped us learn and gain resiliency. Letting go of what no longer serves you. What habits, fears, or relationships are you ready to release as you move forward into the next year? Picture yourself letting go of these weights and creating space for growth and joy. What are you going to release? Could it be a toxic relationship? Could it be habits that no longer serve you? Could it be coping skills that you've learned to get through difficult times that you no longer need? Reflect, think, what is no longer serving you? And how can we let that go? What matters to you the most? We want to let our goals align with our priorities. If getting a new job is not our goal, then we're not going to put that in our list. We want it to align with what's important to us in the moment. So, what's one personal and one relational area you'd like to nurture next year. So, personal, it could be growth in your career, and that's important to you. Your family, relational, how can you improve relationships, whether it's with your kids, marriage, friends, other family members? What are things that are important to you at this moment that you want to work towards? Let's get into a smaller step too. What's one thing that you could do each week to move closer to that goal? Okay. So if we want to improve a relationship, what's one thing that you could do each week? Do you think that you can reach out more often, schedule time to get together? If it's in your career, would you want to look up ways to improve your resume? What are some necessary learning curves that are working against you so that you are not moving forward in your career? What is it that you need to learn? Sit and think and visualize. Visualize yourself and what is it that you want? Pray. Ask God to kind of open up your mind, your desires, what we've been keeping down and not wanting to think about because we're afraid to dream. We're afraid to look into the future because it hasn't worked out in the past. We're not making resolutions. We're taking time to reflect on what matters most to us in all our categories. We acknowledged our challenges. We acknowledged how we have grown. We've taken an inventory of what we're grateful for and letting go of things that no longer serve us. And now we want to move into the step of what's important to us. What is it that we want to see? And how can we make that work in small, manageable steps? So think of something that you could do weekly. And then a month from now, reflect and say, okay, how was this past month? You could do this month by month. So are you tracking so far? Remember, you can pause and reflect. So you want to visualize what changes you're seeing in your life. Pray about it. Allow God to just speak to you in those things that no longer serve us. And how can we make a difference into the next year? Reflecting gives us time. It's like our own gift to ourselves to see what has happened and how can we modify, adjust so that we could create an even more peaceful, restful, successful year. Thank you for taking time and reflecting with me. And I hope that this has helped you just have like a little starting point for what is it that you want for your upcoming year. If you find this valuable, please share. If you want to reflect with your spouse, we have some blogs coming up that are with prompts to help you reflect in your marriage. So check our website out, look at our socials for more information. Again, if you enjoyed this share, and thank you for joining us this month in our Light the Way to Mental Wellness.